Campers, it's me, Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees. From Friday the 13th, I'm here with AJ, and he's got the juiciest slice ready for you. It's dripping with blood. Jason never dies.
What makes a horror film kill memorable, terrific, even in some way profound or poignant? Let's explore. Thanks for checking this out. If anything about it trips your fancy, please like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Without further ado,
I demand that you spring my sister from the clink and deliver her to me ASAP.
hardcore psychos are holed up in a prison warden's house in a bid to free an incarcerated family member, and an unexpected guest ringing the doorbell, after dark no less, shakes things up even more.
A fucking clown?
So it would seem. Who put in that order? And were they drunk at the time?
Well, hello! You must be the lady of the household!
A clown showing up was not in Otis's plan.
This is for you. A balloon sculpture?
But diversions are always welcome, and entertainment, even bad entertainment, is still entertainment.
They call me the Picasso of inflatables. Well, I can see that.
It wouldn't be one bit of a surprise if he claimed to own the world's largest collection of inflatable dolls.
So, where's the party?
Mr. Baggy Britches gets the wake-up call of his life.
Oh, fuck.
The way he drops the act makes it clear he understands the gravity of the situation into which he's traipsed.
After you, bozo.
Every squeaky step forward is like climbing another stair to reach the gallows.
Attention, everybody. The evening's entertainment has arrived.
What kind of bargain bin discount party company sent this guy?
What the fuck are we gonna do with that kitty tickler?
That's an even better question. To be fair, they have plenty of other hostages, so it's incumbent upon any newcomer to pull their weight.
Well, if he makes us laugh, we'll let him go.
That seems perfectly reasonable.
What if I don't?
That one should have been framed as a rhetorical, because he won't like the answer.
Well, grease paint, that most likely won't be so funny.
Though this is far from the perfect stage, I have faith he can make something of it. Squeeze some blood out of that turnip.
What? No. What? No.
Not like there's any pressure. A good clown keeps their best material close at hand, like protective ammunition. Mr. Baggy Britches gets down to what I suppose we should presume is his expertise.
It looks like we're going to have a laugh party here, and if you have a laugh party, you've got to have...
First impression, if this is his top talent, the thing he uses to make his way, he's had a disappointing life.
Funny music! There you go!
Ah yes, the power of music and song always has the heft to inspire the kind of chortles that saves lives.
Let's see what I have in here. Oh, well.
Reading the room too late on that one, he compensates more than adequately.
That's not, okay, card tricks.
No, wait, his life is on the line. Card tricks might make con artists bang, but they rarely inspire the kind of laughs that push the meter.
Loves good card tricks. I sure love good card tricks. Let's see this.
Whether the trick goes kerflooey, or that's the trick, seems up for debate.
Well, that seems to be malfunctioning.
Malfunction would seem to be a subject he knows a great deal about.
Here.
Not surprised at the waterworks, he seems accustomed to leaving his audience in tears rather than stitches.
Dry those tears. I'm funnier than you think.
In terms of appearance, he's not wrong. Through the prism of tears, she can't really appreciate what a laughable schlub he really is.
You know, I got these pants from a fellow who was on a diet.
What a classic setup for a joke, everlastingly making the rounds on schoolyards.
It was a seafood diet. He saw food and he ate it. Wah!
Hardy har har, what a hoot. He's clearly on the verge of inspiring a titter.
My mom told me that joke.
The desperation begins to ooze, but it seems part of his usual aesthetic, so it might work.
Ow! Ooh, Baggy Stance hurt his head. Ooh.
Then he goes into his grand finale, and it's something to behold.
Party! We throw a party!
The other hostages are certainly convinced he's going to pull this one out. With all that pomp and flair, there's no way, if not getting laughs, he's not at least winning over hearts. Although the homeowners, seeing all that glitter getting spread around, are maybe giving up reason to have hope for surviving this, that will be impossible to get out, and will cut the value of their home in half. It's not that the shtick and jokes are bad or bland or outdated or performed poorly. It's all those things. Otis has decided it's time to do the merciful thing, and put an end to the show. Saying that so casually seems a little odd, when it means a man needs to be put down, like an infirmed animal.
Bravo, bozo. Bravo.
So it would seem it was all prolonging the inevitable. Is it any wonder? Tasked with getting a 10-ton boulder to the top of a mountain all by himself, the odds were too long from the start.
That little fucker pissed himself.
Fear so intense he soiled himself? That tracks. But hey, what a punchline. One that arose organically from the situation.
Ah, fuck, he made me laugh.
Now here's a bittersweet example of how hope springs eternal.
So I'm free to go? Yeah.
Otis has a very esoteric, philosophical view of freedom.
Straight to clown heaven.
Whatever mechanics or trick of fate brought Mr. Baggy Britches here, the cosmic trickster, or plain coincidence. One thing is certain, his wiseacre modern jester persona did him no favors.
I hate clowns.
An exit can be elevated to extraordinary through a foreboding sense of inevitability, when despite any number of possible outcomes, there's only one that's going to happen, and everyone involved knows it. That the deck was stacked from the start, that the odds weren't just long, they were impossible.
You sure can bitch a song about nothing.
It also speaks to the randomness of the universe, how elements can conspire to coalesce into a big smelly entity that squats and takes a big expletive right on the head of some rando who wandered into the story out of nowhere just to out of the blue meet his maker. It brings to mind how someone soon to die in an arbitrary event doesn't know when they set out for the day that it would be the last time. Imagine him applying his grease paint, readying his props, and playing through his act in his mind, never thinking the last thing that would go through his head would be a bullet.
Not every day is a happy, happy, happy day.
This is another one that exemplifies the unfairness that exists like a universal force that keeps the scales even, at the expense of those unlucky in the grand drawing. If there was ever one who, based on his appearance alone, obviously lived a hard luck life, it was Mr. Baggy Britches. Who was he? Some little nobody of a man, a mite on the rump of the world, who wound up running afoul of some desperados, and as a result, was marched to his death. It's almost a shame we didn't get to better know the innocuous man behind the grease paint. What drove him? What led him to a career of party clowning? Whoever told him he was good at it? And how did he stay employed? Even in the days before online reviews, word of mouth could stake such a career through the heart. In lieu of any other aptitude for his chosen profession, his engagement with poops, snot-noses, and other tykes must have been exemplary to justify sending him on jobs. He had to be good at something.
You are as delusional as fucking ever.
What proved his luck was resoundingly bad? He could have been so easily dismissed. The party was cancelled, was the only explanation necessary. Yet Otis looked at the inconspicuous little merrymaker and decided it was in the best interest of the world, and maybe the minuscule man himself, to cut off his capacity to breathe. The strong feed on the stragglers, the weak, and if anyone was on the periphery of the herd, it was Mr. Baggy Britches, a low-rent clown relying on skills he lacked, a personality dead on arrival, and a repertoire of buffoonery full of fossils.
Life's a bitch, man.
The thing is, though, Mr. Baggy Britches made his choices. Able to keep his wits about him, it's unfortunate that wit in general eluded him. He needed to be funny and wasn't, almost as if by design. There seemed to be some issue in regards to reading his audience, especially when one in particular needed to be appealed to, and right off.
I'm completely insane.
He was the definition of a tough audience. Maybe reassess, recalibrate, and come at it in a way more likely to appeal to his adult viewers. Who is his act even for? Mentally deficient children? Dunces? Adults into nostalgia and the so bad it's good vibe while under the effects of heavy narcotics?
Stop this insane witch hunt!
Let's be honest, tired material elicits snores. Even with his heart in it, he wasn't likely to make anyone laugh with passé jokes, staler than month-old bread. Material geared a little more toward an adult audience, playing on the irony of a clown saying such crude, dirty, vulgar, off-color, goofball things, might have better served. Playing to the underprivileged kids set was never going to save his life. But when all boils down,
Man needs to balance his own accounts.
I experienced the unmitigated joy of meeting the legendary Clint Howard at Crypticon 2023, and he talked about playing Mr. Baggy Britches. Ironic casting, given that such a great performer played such a poor one. He also talked about what was required to play his corpse. Of course, filming involves multiple takes, which means a dead body might have to lie around all day. He said he was in a position that was becoming increasingly uncomfortable. A trooper to his core and an old-school professional, he didn't want to compromise anything by repositioning even slightly.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Between takes, he got the attention of someone in the production and expressed his dilemma. Since continuity is important, he asked if he dared move a little so that he could remain still while relieving his growing discomfort. He really didn't want to ruin anything by being a pill. The reply? 3 from Hell was shaping up to be the kind of movie that if the audience ended up paying attention to those kind of details, the film would have a much bigger problem than small continuity gaffes. Makes sense. And when your killers habitually toy around with the dead, answers in regard to corpse movement are self-evident.
Yeah, this fucking guy really loves himself.
Final conclusion? Mr. Baggy Britches must have really needed the money. Perhaps for alimony, child support, student loans, unpaid fines, nor loan shark debts. Why else would the sight of Otis greeting him at the door not lead to him fleeing into the night? Passion for the clown game?
It's very reductive.
Well, I've about reached the end of the rope, so I won't leave you dangling. Thanks for entertaining my malarkey. Please share any refutations, opinions, accusations, japes, or other ideas in the comments below. And please join me for whatever I'm up to next time. Bye now!
Bye, creepy man! Keep it creepy!
He's a weird guy. Goodbye.
I don't expect anything.
Oh, I almost got.
That's the juiciest slice. Yeah, not.